Alright, let's go. Let's go, let's go, get ready, let's get ready to get go. We're live. This water's empty. Almost empty. Let me put the link to the stream where it needs to go. And make sure that it's working. It says 20 seconds on that end, but I still can't see anything. Come on! Wake up! Pick it up, Philadelphia. Whatever. If anybody joins and they can see the stream, say something. There it is. Okay. Welcome, comrades. I have a special announcement, which I even called a surprise. But I will not be doing that until we are officially in the stream, which means, of course, we have to play Not Tetris first. I don't expect this to go overly well, because I think I'm a little sick, honestly. I think I might have caught something, taking the train, doing transitism, stuff like that. I might have got myself a little bit sick. I'm down maybe with a little bit of a cold. So I don't feel all that great. I feel a little woozy, a little lightheaded. But that shouldn't stand in the way of this too much. Maybe we'll have a short one. But that's okay, because today is an important day, and I will explain why shortly. Anyone who shows up early is welcome to guess. I feel like, honestly, if you've been paying attention, you probably could get it without too much trouble. But maybe, maybe not. That wasn't the greatest spot for that. Okay, we're doing one line at a time. That's exactly what we need to be doing. Not if we're going to beat our high score anytime. Alright, I hope we get a small crowd today. Nothing too crazy. I can't respond to too many messages today. I'm tired. And if you're watching the VOD, feel free to skip this. Feel free to skip to the part where I actually make Trainz content instead of playing a game that is not Tetris. Hello, Kaiser. Der Kaiser. Alright, so we got somebody in the chat. That's good. That's good. It means the link's working. It means the stream's working. My head's not working, but that's okay. Okay. Nope, one more. And I need to be lining stuff up so that I can get multiple rows at a time. Otherwise, we're wasting time. Otherwise, the game is going to get too hard before we can do anything. Although that's going to... Oh, shoot. That's not good. Okay, well, maybe I can make a difference? No? No? Yes? No? You are absolutely right, Kaiser. There will be a surprise, which I will make mention of as soon as I lose. As soon as we get into the actual stream part of the stream. This is just the warm-up. So we're at least going to make it that far. This is at least going to be however long it takes me to lose at Not Tetris. Once again, we're still doing one line at a time. This is not very good. I mean, we have control of the board, which is nice, but... Nope. It may or may not be trading cards. I can neither confirm nor deny. But I did say that the astute among us may be able to figure it out before I say anything. And there we go. But that said, it is a secret, so it's not like been announced or put up anywhere else. It's not been mentioned anywhere else. There's not like a secret announcement video or post or anything that anyone needs to find. Mostly because I have been lazy, and I haven't done the requisite announcement posting. This is the start of that, and I'll do the actual announcing tomorrow. But, I've got a live stream. I'm going to make use of it. This is not going great. Not going terribly. But, we're definitely not on a record-breaking run here. There we go. Maybe I should have a secret every time. Hello, Mew. Should have a secret. I should just say I have a secret every time. Every time is a secret because no one knows what I'm going to talk about. Even I don't know what I'm going to talk about on a given episode of this show. It all just comes based on what people in the chat want to hear, want to say, want to think. Oh, that's extremely bad. Okay. And I don't know why I thought that would work. It's like chucking a spaghetti noodle. Even though it's rigid, but... There we go. Wow, okay, that's... Okay, we're making a Tetris board, but on an angle. Nope. Alright, well, this is going to be a quick one. This is bad. This is very bad. Okay, yeah. I did not have the brain power for that one. That's okay. We're going to start the actual stream now. Let's see. How many people are here? Two? Two. Awesome. That's twice as many as there were a minute ago. But Kaiserin is right. Now, I will say, really quick, that... And let's go to the full webcam so you can see my tired face. I will say, really quick, that Batch 4 has different envelopes, which is interesting. I don't know why they sent me those, but they didn't send me enough, and so I had to use some of the old envelopes. So if you get a helper card, you will receive... There's two of me, that's kind of funny. Yeah, there we go. That's kind of the effect that I was going for. If you receive a helper card, you'll receive one of the older envelopes with the flip top here, like that. But when you buy Batch 4 of our Steam Locomotive trading cards, which you can now at theironhorseman.com, it should be available. You should be able to purchase the cards. You will receive these envelopes with the pointy ends, which are great for getting paper cuts. Now, I myself, I got one of these Widowmakers. These are all from the logging batch. This is called Into the Woods. I got the Widowmaker, which is an 0660 of the Insular Lumber Company. I got a Class 1 card. This is the best rarity card that I got. A Sumter Valley Mikado, Sumter Valley 19, which that's great. I'll probably end up trading that one away. But still, it's a high rarity card. I got Hartwell 11, which the picture on this one came out better than I thought. It doesn't look great on the stream, but it looks pretty good. We always get one that's weird, and this is a, it's a prairie, so I'll probably end up trading that away too. But I got these cards. I got Crowell 202 or Meridian Lumber Company 202, not Meridian, Mississippi, sadly, but Crowell 202 with the yellow cab and tender. I've seen this one in person. Still got the cabbage stack on it. This one I'll probably hang on to because I actually like this locomotive. And, you can't go wrong with moguls, right? And, of course, I got one of the standard cards. In this case, it was High Point, Thomasville, and Denton, number G. If you look very closely, you can see... No, it's not going to focus it on that. There's no way. It can't focus on that. It says Engine G on the side of the cap. I tried. But they're all for sale now. 5 or 6 cards in a 5 or 6 cards in a pack. $6 per pack. We finally have a situation where there are 2 different batches for sale on the website at the same time, that's exciting. I like to see that. Put these back in my big envelope. This is how I keep all my cards. It's Ellis's cards. And I already started working on rosters using these new locomotives because a lot of them are much smaller than the stuff that we had in the past. I really can't get this thing on, huh? There we go. The little tab is a little broken. But I invite everyone to check out the website, theironhorseman.com, and check out our new batch of Steam Locomotive trading cards, batch 004. Yeah, surprise, it's time for a Band-Aid. I got the G, I got the, I kind of wanted the other one. I wanted Banana, I wanted the Bulldog, but G is fine. G also has a pretty low tractive effort, so it's pretty like usable, pretty maneuverable. Okay. I think what we'll do here is, does this announcement mean no Johnson on an excursion video? Uh, I don't think so. No, I might do an in-person one, but I should have recorded that when I had all of the cards available. Now they're all organized into packs, so I can't sift through and find one of each to show the audience. Um, uh, Alas, I will not be able to do a proper video with it. But I might do a video that's a copy of that. Either way, I'm going to make an announcement post on the website. I'm going to make an announcement post on the Discord. And I might even try using the email list that's slowly been accumulated on the website of all the people that have bought cards in the past. I also need to touch base with someone who asked if the cards were available in the UK and let them know that we now have UK shipping. It is $20, which is rough, but I don't decide that. That's just the way that it is. However, if you are in the United Kingdom and you want trading cards, you can now get them. Select the UK shipping option at checkout. Alright, splines none, effect layers none, ground height none. Yeah, check them out. I'm just glad that we got this batch wrapped up. Oog. Okay. Oonga boonga. Wrapped up and out the door. Remember, if you have a local museum that you think our cards would look good in, feel free to bring them our abstract, which is in the document center on the website. In the document center, you can also find a downloadable stat sheet so you can work your own cards out, as well as tools with which to play the game in person. Play the game yourself. Invite everyone to check out the website. There's also a gallery of all of the cards, excluding special orders because I don't have all of those in one place yet. That's something that's on my list of things to do, is to get these special orders onto the website so that people can see what they're getting. It might be easier for me to finish the current 2 special orders that I have in the chamber and then go and do that. Currently I'm working on a pair of sets of cards for the Iowa Interstate QJs. I need to get those wrapped up by the time that I leave, ideally. I'd like to have them printed and sent to the customer who asked for them before I leave for Colorado. Alright, let's do that. Let's do that. And then we gotta grab the shrubs. Yeah, this might be a very short one. This might be a stream that sort of exists solely as an announcement video. But there it is. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your foamers, your foamer buddies. Tell random people you meet trackside. Try to duel them. See what happens. Or at least try to trade. I mean, that takes less time. Alright, let's fill this area in. I went and bought 2 packs the moment you said on the website now. Awesome. Thank you for supporting. And of course, I hope you get something fun. I will be making exactly 1 trip to the post office between now and when I leave. So it's going to be a bit before I ship anything out. Hey, Bryson has Wi-Fi. Congratulations. With that Wi-Fi, you can buy trading cards. I'm glad your storm damage is getting patched up. That's yikes. But yeah, I'll be making exactly 1 trip to the post office with all these cards. So, it might be a little bit before I get them out the door, but it's going to be less than a week, almost certainly. And that's sort of that's why I was hesitant, and then I realized, you know what, I'm just going to put them up and call it good, you know. Waited this long to get them out the door. We've been working on this pack for like 5 months. Working on this batch for like 5 months. Oh, I just got a business card stuck to me. And it's one of those things where I couldn't sit on it any longer. It didn't make sense for me to sit on it any longer. Um, how expensive are they? I might grab one for my Wi-Fi. Says buy. It is $6 a pack, $5 for shipping anywhere in the U.S., 15 for shipping anywhere in Canada, and 20 for shipping anywhere in the U.K. Um, I may bring cards to Colorado. I am likely going to bring at least some. Um, I'm probably not going to bring all that many because I'm not going to pack up the whole shebang. But, you know, um, I did add stickers to the store, so you can just buy a sticker. They're 50 cents, which honestly I think is less than I paid to make them. But whatever, they'll go with any order. Um, I might end up ordering more next time to sort of reduce the unit cost below 50 cents, so that I'm not losing money if people just decide to buy a bunch of stickers. But um, oh, I would love to get the Three Quarters of an Idiot to play Locomotive Versus or Royale or something. I mean, that would be just downright perfect. Um, yeah, I received a whole pallet of stickers. I would. I mean, they come in rolls, so I don't know how many I can order at once before it gets out of hand. I think I could theoretically order like 1,000. Since this episode's already going to go sideways because my brain is barely working, I could go on Vistaprint and see how many stickers I could order at once and how much it would cost. Let's do that. Let's have fun. Vistaprint.com. I'm not signed in, apparently. My projects. Let's see. Oh, I'm going to need to scroll past all the trading cards. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Can I set this to 25 per page instead of 5 per page so I can actually get to my stuff in a reasonable amount of time? Keep going, keep going, keep going. Nope, 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 nope. There we go. Stickers! Add to basket. Hold on. Quantity. The minimum is 50. Then 100. I think I ordered 100 last time, which are 64 a unit. I could order 50,000 stickers. 50,000 for $581.69 with the coupon I have, which is 2 cents per unit. 50,000 stickers. Because the Grand Show and New Haven Show and whatever Railroad Bread is. Oh, they're all grand. They're all the Rio Grande. The Three Quarters of an Idiot are always Rio Grande. I feel like I'm an honorary Rio Grande foamer when I'm on there. Alright, we're going to stick some trailers back here. Where did I put them most recently? I can grab a couple. Oh man, I'm dizzy. Like, I'm dizzy. But I'll be damned, I'm going to get some friggin' progress made. We've already done this, which this is good, because I've been wanting to fill in this corner for quite some time. And doing the announcement is another one. I mean, trading cards on sale now. I'm going to be saying that a bunch of times through the stream. I apologize for the people that have already heard it, but the thing is, I'm always expecting more people to jump in, people that haven't been around for the whole thing. Wonder how that Canadian locomotive is handling these storms. Oh yeah. 2816 is out there somewhere, huh? Transformer house. I'll just put this over here. I don't know. Does it have a door? Oh, it does have a door. Okay. Oh, what about dumpsters? Is it more convenient if I just reserve a bunch in DMs and we do the transaction on Tuesday instead of ordering on the website? Yeah, probably, because if I can give them to you in person, it spares me the trouble of... It spares you the trouble of paying shipping for not shipping. But I think it's all blowing around with my fence. Yeah, so we can negotiate that. And I'll see you on Tuesday. If the storms, I wouldn't think the storms are the reason that it's canceled. That would be kind of strange, because you just sort of wait for the inclement weather to pass, right? Also, look at this. Look at this station. This is a pretty cool station. Can't help but notice the train shed is now a parking lot. Where are the trains supposed to go? I did just say Tuesday. It's Tuesday, isn't it? Um, but yeah, yeah, Mew, just you know, we'll do that in person because I know you're gonna order a bunch of them, and I'm gonna have to figure out how to package them. Um, yeah, I feel like if the storms are a common occurrence, you're not worried about them too much. They're just something you deal with in the Midwest. Let me grab parking stripe line. Okay, let's do this. The bag TM. Yeah, actually, I think it was Steve Lanso of Locobase said that it would be cool if we got like custom binders, and I've been thinking about that because it would be cool if we got custom binders. Um, I did see your awesome starter base, Bryson. Maybe you should try putting glass in the windows. That should help. Okay. Let's see. This is jank. I'll just do that. Or do I push? This is just like a hugely wide open space for this. Or maybe I scoot this to here? That doesn't make a ton of sense, though. Do we get more parking out of that? Nah. Just leave it up against the building. And maybe I'll grab the thing, the spline that we used out here, sidewalk median. I think Bryson is mad because I posted my starter base immediately after. I mean, I didn't not think that was a flex, Kaiserin. I'll be honest. How's that? Right, like that. It was like a worthy flex, but still. Maybe able to do 3 sets if you keep the one in the middle. Yeah, I mean maybe. Then the lanes are very narrow. I'm not worried about it. If I got 45-degree parking spaces, I don't know if I have a spline for that. I have this, which has the grass at either end. I'll just do this. I'm happy with this. Hold on. Let's grab this, and then this grass and mud, and right there, and then get some actual grass. Yeah, I'm looking forward to what people get for trades worth. Now, I noticed something while I was poking around in these cards, is that you've got the Kiso Forestry engine, which has a measly 3,000 pounds of tractive effort and change. Now, that is definitely... We have never had anything thus far that is weak enough to incite the 10% rule in, sort of with rosters using just cards. So now we have that, which is kind of funny. What's going on here? We have that, and it's a real doozy because, damn, that'll get you. 3,000 pounds of tractive effort is small, teeny weeny weeny. Now there are other very small locomotives in this batch. ANMR 7 is one of those, or ANMR 6 rather, Arcata and Mad River. That is a very small bean. Also, helps that it's 3'9" and a quarter narrow gauge. Before I introduce the 10% rule. See, that's exactly what we were worried about. Finding stuff for the Rodney Hythe and Dim Church. Better get my boy, else I'll be trading like a madman. Yeah, you and me both, Matt. I want a Porterfield and Ellis engine. Also, I think that's our first 440. Am I forgetting something, or is that the very first 440 that we've made a trading card out of? Because that feels like long overdue, like really long overdue. Yeah, I was in discussions with a group which I have termed, well, in discussions in a group which I have termed the Four Foamers Embassy, which is exactly what it sounds like. Uh, we talked about a hypothetical race to the bottom scenario when it comes to building rosters, and that's what brought me to the 10% rule. I won't lie, a lot of the changes, wow, that's really bad. A lot of the changes that were made to the game were made with the consultation of the Four Foamers via the Four Foamers Embassy, which is a group that basically I cannot thank enough, uh, partly because Tyler's in it and I can't thank him enough. But, the Hemlock, the Hemlock, the inside of Hemlock and East and Matt and, well, Agilities doesn't really talk in there. But you know, it can't go understated in how useful it has been, how helpful it has been. Um, okay. I think I'll fill this area in with grass because, or like really patchy, crappy, scrappy grass like this. Um, Hello, Flying Yankee. I let loose an announcement that the fourth batch of trading cards are available for sale on the website. I will also have some at the PN. I've got to pack up my box for that, pack up my stuff. So yeah, I won't be bringing locomotives, but I will be bringing a box full of trading cards. Um, and it's a shame that Mew's not going to be there. Mew is my best customer. But yeah, there's that. Bunch of 442s and 440s, but no 460s, but no 440s until the P&E, which is wild, right? It's crazy, but at the same time, it is super on brand that the first 440 that we get is the Porterfield and Ellis engine, because that's, it's, as I wrote on the card, it's Rare Mythology. Um, it's a great meme. That's another way to put it. Um, Matt, I hope you get one. If not, I wish you luck in your trading endeavors in order to get one. And as for everything else, I know Gloria wants a Widowmaker, one of the Insular Lumber Company engines that I held up at the beginning of the stream. Oh goody, I'll be sure to bring my wallet. Fantastic. And then I don't remember what anybody else wants. I'm sure Milky wants a Sumter Valley. I feel like that goes without saying, right? Um, I would bet. I mean, East wants a Kiso, and Tyler probably wants a Kiso too. Although Tyler doesn't tend to buy the cards because he's trapped where I am in the running and not playing section. And like yes, give me this. Okay, and then we'll get along the edge here. Should I put up a fence to keep people from going across this, I just updated Railroader and I'm arriving my old save. Cool. I would like to play more Railroader. I mean, Merger Mania won this played. I was surprised it wasn't Railroader. I feel like we usually get a few in a row, right? I've thought about trying to figure out how to run a game every now and then. Yeah, it would be nice. I mean, I'm always down to play, pretty much. I'm not the most available person. Anyone who knows me knows that, but I'm always down to play if I have the availability. If I'm there, you know. And I really enjoy the fact that Rare Order has become a sort of not universal, but it's a game on the server where if you get a couple people on a voice call, you can just go, oh, you want to play Rare Order? And there's usually some yeses, you know. I miss having that with some other games, and I was thinking about stuff that we haven't played in a long time. We haven't played Ultimate Chicken Horse in a while, and man, I love that game. That game is great little chaos. Um, let's move that over to there. Missouri Southern 240 from 1876. Wow. I hope someday we can get big and important enough when it comes to trading cards that uh, we can, we really can go out on a limb and make batches that are really specific, like a batch of just 240s, right? A batch of only porters, or a batch of only even something more universal, like a batch of only Mikados. Um, a batch of, for a long time we've kicked around the joke of Oops All 113 batch, where all of the locomotives are 113. Yeah, Oops All X. And then, yeah, a batch of Colombians. Uh, and we could say, like, there could be something about Columbia or Manifest Destiny or something. If you were to name a batch of all 242s. Actually, if you have a batch of all American types, you'd call it Manifest Destiny. That would be that would be a funny one. Um, okay. I really enjoyed when I'm gonna have to replace that switch stand. I really enjoyed when we were sort of on the 440s could be world police. Um, when we were in the process of figuring out what the next batch would be before we settled on logging locomotives, before we did that poll, um, the discourse around what would make a good batch was honestly one of my favorite things, and I wish I could have conversations like that every day. I know it's cliche or what have you of me. Worm. Oh, I thought it said. No, that does say worm fence. Oh, it's one of those. Um. How was I gonna say? What I guess what I was gonna say was, like, I know it's very not self-centered, but whatever the word is, of me to want to have a conversation in my trading cards all the time. But man, I love what it activates within the foamer community. Just the discourse is great, which ultimately sort of means it's serving its purpose, right? I mean, we invented locomotive verses as a way to settle the foamer arguments, as a way to sort of give an answer to what locomotive is better. Not that this most recent podcast particularly helped that, but I feel like it could have gone a different way if there was more competency involved. Um, at any rate, a lot of stats didn't get called. So I'm out of water now. Like, actually out of water now. Um, I got pinged somewhere. Vanity plates. All right. Apparently, a lot of people have 8-character vanity plates. I didn't expect that. Mason said he found an 8-character vanity plate in Michigan, and I was surprised because 8 characters is a lot, and in Rhode Island we get 6. We get 5 on a regular plate and 6 on a vanity plate. And honestly, I feel like, you know, um, I feel like that's fine. That's perfectly cromulent. But then again, I'm just jealous. I did, yes, the link you sent of number five's thing didn't make it into the list of news. I don't think anybody covered it, but it made it into the list. Um, okay. Let's see. What are we gonna do with this? I think a strip of sort of grassy along the road as a separator, like this, and then just like a dirt lot. Although this is dirt enough, so I'd probably want to do a different kind of dirt, because we've got this whole back area that's all dirt and grimy and sad. Um, so I don't want to make it too samey. I know life in a lot of cases is pretty samey. You know, I'm trying to make art imitate life here, and life sometimes, you know, we have a tough time with it. The surprise, Pat, is that batch number 4 is currently on sale on the website. You can buy trading cards right now. You can go into the woods. You can pick up some of our smallest and weirdest locomotives yet, which I didn't have a good tagline, but that's definitely a good tagline. What am I gonna do here? You know, I was trying to emphasize the fact that it's such a strange batch, which the more I looked into these locomotives, the worse it got in terms of just straight up weirdness. Like, for example, brown dirt, that'll do it. For example, the Engine G, which, if that isn't strange enough, right? The existence of Engine G. Alright, that sucks. That's a terrible texture. If the existence of Engine G isn't weird enough, the thing that should make you go, what? Is the fact that, like, 3 of its 4 original owners had names that were so long. Like, so long. Like, I can't even... The High Point, Thomasville, and Denton is one of the, they're all about that long. Just to use that as an example. Which, it's right there, it's a good example. Yeah, High Point, Thomasville, and Denton is one of the names of all time. To the point where I didn't name any of those short line railroads that owned it before it ended up in the hands of resellers, which apparently that's a thing, like 1920s Ozark Mountain Rail Car. But if I look up Engine G, right, which I'm not gonna friggin' find it because I don't have it on hand. Actually, let me just pull up the Locobase page, which... High Point, Thomasville, and Denton G, that's Locobase ID 16603, so hopefully this will work. The website's been a little screwy lately. No, it worked, okay. It was the North Carolina Mining, Manufacturing, and Development Company, aka the Thomasville and Denton, the Carolina, Glenana, and Petey Railroad and Development Company, aka the Thomasville, Glenana, and Petey. Thomasville and Glenana, Carolina Valley, Piedmont Valley, merged with the Carolina and Yankton River Railway. Then it was the High Point, Thomasville, and Denton. So, good God. And this wasn't like it got shuffled around to a bunch of different railroads. For the most part, these were all on the same line. It just went through so many owners. But there's your Engine G card. Oh, I need to put them back in the envelope. Yeah, God's Strongest American. We should definitely have more 440s. It's just we've been doing so many big and famous things. You could buy a locomotive as easily as you could buy an automobile. Yeah, you're damn right. I mean, it went through multiple different resellers. The resellers were the first people to give Engine G an actual number. It was G for most of its life. And then it became 750. And that was like its inventory stock number. And that's, if you get one of those cards, if you look on the cards under the also known as, all of those, well, 2 out of 3 anyway, are its inventory number in service, or, you know, in inventory in locomotive resellers. Which is ridiculous. It's crazy, right? Crazy. Anyway, I found a loco base idea belonging to a Missouri Southern 260. All moguls. We're gonna have the all mogul batch. We'll call it the Big Mogul. Mogul Mania. Yeah, there you go. We'll have a lawn on this side, I guess. But probably with like hedges to separate it from the thing. If you can shove this beauty in somewhere, I will. I mean, I wish you luck. We are going to do more Royales next month. Towards the end of the month, we'll start up another season of Royales. I don't know if it's going to be a whole set of seasons. I haven't got that in mind yet. But it's either going to be a season of Royales and then more Loco Dome, or a set of season of Royales, which is 6 seasons, and then another thing of Loco Dome. So I had a lot of fun doing Loco Dome. I think a lot of people had a lot of fun doing Loco Dome. It is my favorite game mode of the bunch. It's like the most gamified, right? Or no, it's the most competitive, I think is what I wrote. But even still, it is one of those that is this is what I was hoping to make, like, for basically since we started doing trading cards. Yeah, gamified is Loco. No, yeah, no. Competitive is Loco Dome. Gamified is Royales. Most friendly is double headers, and then most like grounded or most real is just regular locomotive versus. Okay, this area is kind of gray and sad. I should do something about that. What about like a I put in depot. I don't want a railroad depot. I wanted the other kind of depot. I want like a fuel depot, yeah. Oh, those are huge. Holy crap. Nope, too big. Yeah, there we go. Something like this. Let's slot this in here. And then let's see what else we can get under the header of depot, which yeah, huge tanks of oil. I don't know what that is. Oh wow, look at that. Look at this. Oh, this is a Hinton station. Oh yeah, that's a good station. We should use that somewhere. The fact that it's curved provides a little bit of extra, right? But then I've got to deal with its menu instead of whatever, like multiple industry, passenger multiple industry I can throw in there. All right, let's not do that. What if I type in MOW? Oh, that's neat. This is really neat. Hold on, I gotta put this in the virtual pick list because this is sort of exactly what I was looking for not too long ago, for like over here. And I ended up going with this building, which is kind of ridiculous. It's not what I wanted. But it is what it is. What if I have like a... What if I have like a car company somewhere? Like a rail car company, like Jackson and Sharp or something. You know? Maybe I should build that in as an industry. I've talked about having a locomotive works. Not spelled W-E-R-K-S, but you know. I've talked about having a locomotive works. I haven't talked about having a car builder. That would be really interesting. I never thought putting in depot would return this many interesting results, I'm going to be honest. What is this? WVRR. Oh, this is... Oh, that's the broad gauge, huh? That's the broad gauge. Okay. What if I type in MOW? JR Yard Tower. Pub. It's the Barley Mow. Um, Truck Dump, MOW Dirty. Yeah, no, I mean, I want a couple of these. And I know these are out of era. Like, that's a little too modern. I think I might just tuck it up against the building and call it a day, because I don't know what else to put here. Well, maybe I can find a dump truck that's of era. Hi, baby. The dumpy. What is it, baby? I don't know. I'm gonna go for as long as I can, because it's a good question. We have pierogies. Might be a little heavy, but I want you to make dinner whenever you want to make dinner, whenever you feel like you're mentally capable of doing so. And okay,
Okay.
okay. I wanted to give you the latitude to decide that on your own accord, and then just like tell me that you've made dinner, and then I'll end it because I'm hungry, and tired and my head hurts. Oh well, I can make the pierogies. I mean, they take like very little effort, uh, but they would take more time than you just asking me to. Oh, let's use hog 30 back here. That looks pretty close to that gravel, honestly. Um, the 70s truck, mister. Yeah, well, hold on. Wait, what if I could find a... Can I find a 50s dump truck? Find a dumpster. We need more dumpsters. We don't have dumpsters for anything. So, in that case, if you want me to sort of like time the pierogies with you making dinner, then you might be waiting a little while because I'm gonna go until I can't go no more. Because I'm taking 2 weeks off after this. Log dump. Um, it keeps starting me looking at the back. I want to look at the front. There we go. That's closer. That is more accurate for this. I'll put this one across the way. Over here. The thing is, I wanted like a garage or like a vehicle depot. I mean, we have this, but that's not... Like, I want one of those big things you see on the side of the highways that sort of look like upturned acorns that they've put the salt in, you know? You know what I mean. And then, let's see. Let's grab... Oh, we already have that. Okay, perfect. Let's put this over here. Nope. Wrong thing. Give me that. I mean, we got done the thing that I wanted to do, the announcement that the Batch 4 is on sale now. I'm probably not going to be looking at that email or looking at the orders until I can go to Staples and get more envelopes to put the orders in, because I can't actually ship any out right now. I didn't realize I was out, and I'm going to have to run to Staples because it's going to take too long for any like set of envelopes that I order to get here, which is a little bit annoying, but such is life. Part of me is wondering, what if I put a track that came in this way and went to an oil rack down here? Which would be kind of funny. We do need like an oil distributor of some description. I'll probably put that over here, because it would make sense in this vicinity, like near the yard. I'm not sure where to put it. Maybe on this side. Maybe right here. Because we can't really fit another set of industries here. There just isn't the room. Unless... Hold on. I have an idea. Where'd I put it? That's the Silverton train. Oh, wait. I know where it is. Wait. Wait. There it is. No, that's not it. What is this one? This is neat for, like, middle of nowhere. I mean, look at it. Fuel depot 5. This one is bigger. No, it's just more vertical. These are all for narrow gauge. Hold on, what commodity was that? Avgas, crude oil, diesel, fuel, petrol, fuel. Okay. Oh. Oh, was there an update? Because that's new. I don't remember seeing it telling me we don't have something before. Awaiting dispatch of coal. Oh, no. No! MLGE coaling tower. No, don't get coal from the coaling tower to bring it to the power plant. Oh, god damn it. Living Railroad is sure. It's advancing. It's evolving, just backwards. No, hold on. Let's go look at some other industries. I bet you if I go over here, it'll tell me there's, like, no destination, right? Nowhere for this stuff to go. Oh, oh. No industries require flower bag pallet. Okay. Okay. Very, very cool. I really like this now. I like the fact that it's thinking. Awaiting dispatch of general goods. And there's no place to grab it because there's no place that makes this kind of general goods. Because this is the sorted version, right? This is the sorted version. It is the you take all the other kinds of general goods to the big warehouses in Gilson City, and then you bring out this kind. Ooh, this is fascinating. Let's look at the scrap metal. Let's go down here. Scrap metal industry. Awaiting pickup of scrap metal. MV Ginger Metals Recycling. Oh, it's perfect. Oh, I like this a lot. I mean, it's sort of fighting me, right? But, you know, still. It's doing some weird, dumb stuff. Alas. What else can you do? Okay. I like this area a lot. Every town is my new favorite town. You guys know that. But sometimes I go back and briefly other things become my favorite town. If I select a locomotive, will it say something about Living Railroad? Cannot dispatch not assigned. Assigned to automatic scheduler. Fascinating. I really wonder what's going into this and what it's going to look like at the end. I'm really, really curious now. Because it's actually finally doing something interesting. And like, telling me things that I didn't know already. You know? The fact that it is saying, like, okay, go get coal from here, even if it's a coaling tower, which I feel like maybe should be exempt. Like, the fact that it's telling me that is a huge step up. It's huge! What, baby? I thought Gloria said something to me. Gloria is sharpening a knife in the other room. I better go make those pierogies. Oh, right. I came over here for a reason. I got distracted. Fuel depot tanks. I have an idea. It's not a great idea, but I have one, which is to peel a track off of here to serve this industry, which makes for a real annoying switching puzzle. And the thing is, do I really want to bother with that? Especially if you're going to have locomotive, or especially if you're gonna have cars sitting here at the long building for a while, do it but add a runaround. Yeah, I mean that's not even worth it though, because you're so close to the yard. Um, I'm thinking of the spot in the PN on the branch line where there's the fuel depot, um, like with the paper mill. Although these tanks are probably overkill. You know, you don't need these tanks here. Part of me wants to just put them on the other side of the road, like here, and add sidings here or something, one or two sidings. But there's just no easy way to get to them from here. Now the other thing is, there's nothing stopping me from making those sidings here and piping oil underneath to get to these tanks. Which is another option. But I'm trying to figure out how to fill out this area. And something more like this would be more appropriate for a city of this size. But or maybe like this. What the hell is going on here? Fermentation tank. Ethanol plant. I'm going to go put this over by the big industry. And it's going to give me some ideas. Let's put this like this. Booze? I mean, it might not be for alcohol, it might be for fuel. But that's another thing. Eastfield fuel tank. No, we just looked at that. How are these? Whoa, nope. Okay, I thought these were too big. This is the next size up, right? This is the ocean going ship size fuel tanks. Diesel holding tanks. Okay, so these are, oh wow. That's interesting. That they're in an effing hole in the ground. I've seen stuff like this. I've been on a site visit for work, where we did stuff like that. Building tank. Oh, this is for literal tanks. Okay. Maybe we should keep that in mind for the military base. We have a long Quonset hut. I'm still probably going to put this here because I love a good Quonset hut. But, oh man, it's enormous. Yeah, okay. And then also maybe we can have some propane stuff here. I'm just throwing down whatever looks neat at this point. Is this a fueling point? Yeah, it's a fueling point, so we gotta turn this around. This is for the cops. This is where the cops keep their APCs so they can put down riots. Like the goddamn, like, they can put down riots like the military. Do we have a gas station in the center of town? We do, it's right there. Okay. I would like to really make this, because this is, a lot of this map is feeling a little New Englandy. I feel like I should make it properly New Englandy and add a series of Dunkin' Donuts buildings where you can always see at least two from the one you're at. What is this? Oh, that's a very modern train shed building. It's neat, though. Oh, Gloria's yelling at the cat. That's what's happening. Abandoned where? Yep, the cat's getting yelled at because he's in the way. And you know what? Let's actually move this here and make this like a fumigation shed or something. Maybe this place is like a big blue bug, like a pest control place, and they have this big thing. Like if your car gets infected, you pull it into the big bay, and then you just fumigate your car on site. That seems like a Fallout thing, right? You can just get your car fumigated. Um, I don't know what I have built here. This is my fever dream, like having a minor illness Ellis arrangement of stuff. Hmm. Okay. Part of me wants to say what I should do is actually scoot this guy over like this. Or, well, I wanted to put it over here, or I wanted to have a long, long building over here. Between the road and the thing. Which I made one in Geiger out of other buildings, and I kind of wish I had saved that. Um, but if I put in a second track here with like a crossover here, and then I string that second track back to over here. Let's look at that. A lot of this area was supposed to be residential, so I don't really know what I'm doing by filling it in with oil tanks. But, you know, it is what it is. This area is just like friggin' no man's land, industrial area. Um, okay, let's just see if we can make this look good. Yep, straight through there, straight through there. And then if I make a track that is just dead parallel with this one and goes to right here, would you have any already abandoned lots in the area you're modeling? I have a couple. And you would have a couple. You know, I mean, a city that's 100% full is a city that's in a bad way, right? That's a very tight corner. Good evening, Orion. Uh, but this is abandoned. This area here, which this is based off of the little grain elevator near or at East Deerfield on the B&M or on the CSX. God damn it! No, it's Berkshire and Eastern. Oh my god. Um, yeah, let's do that. Which is tight, but not outrageously tight for a industrial line. You know, I really thought that the stuff that I was doing now was bad sometimes. And then I was in a call the other day and somebody pulled up my old haunt, the Tamaros Vale and Anaconda Railway. And oh my word, the worst thing I have done now looks 55 times better than the best switch on that map. It's, ugh, Snake Farm. Um, it's not pretty. This could start at a kind of industrial drive, though, with an industrial spur that runs down there. But we definitely have plenty of those. Like we definitely have like plenty of industrial spurs. We don't need more industry in this area. Genuinely, we don't. We already have. I mean, we've got a lot of areas that are going to need. Uh, a lot of areas that are going to need scenery um, for residential, but I don't want to fill up the map with industries. I don't want to make this isn't a model railroad. We have unlimited space. We can put other stuff in other places. Okay, straighten that. Straighten that. I think I want these to be closer together. So if I jump into Surveyor 2, then I scoot this. My week's been sucky, turned down by one job, missed an interview with another. I just want to grow my collections. That's the model of every model railroader, eh? Well, I hope your next week looks better than this one. I hope you can reschedule that interview. Or if you didn't want to go to it anyway, I hope you can find a one with somebody that you like. Job searching is rough. There are too many things in life that are just full of disappointment, right? And it's part of life. It's part of living. But that doesn't make it any fun. No, I think I'm going to end this here. I'm going to put my foot down. I'm going to end this here. This area is going to be residential. Like, it's got to be. It's got to be. Because otherwise, where are the people going to live? Yeah, I'm going to put a long building probably over... Well, maybe I won't. Maybe I won't put the long building over here. Maybe I'll put... So I don't want to be switching out an industry where other cars are in the way. But I feel like I'd be remiss if I didn't put a building here. Which means that we're going to have a platform on this side, a platform on this side. This is going to be the food distribution, right? We're going to have reefers coming in here. Like, lots of reefers. And that's going to be a real kicker. It's going to be a heavy volume industry, and probably so is this, because, well, I need to still make, like, the area where the trucks actually fill up, which I guess would be over here now. Anyway, gonna watch the 80th anniversary stream for D-Day. No, I'm gonna be on vacation. I'm gonna be on vacation. Otherwise, I would. I suppose I should just go back and rewatch the... Yes, call it Reefer Madness. Thank you, Mason. I suppose what I should do is I should go back and rewatch the video that the World War II channel did. Oh, there's something else that I wanted to do. Because these blocks are, if you can tell by the oversized yards or the high aspect ratio backyards, these blocks are too wide. I looked at some other row house blocks, and it was more common to see blocks that are 200 feet instead of the 350 or so that we're doing right now. So if I jump back into Surveyor Classic, I'm actually going to measure out and see if I can get 3 blocks of reasonable size in the space of 2 over here. And that's going to be our row houses, and then we'll put some regular size houses elsewhere. Yes, rulers. Yes, Merlin. Okay. So that's 350. And then this is going to be 350-ish. I mean, I came up a little bit short on that one, but such is life. It's how you use it, or so I'm told. I will now measure the whole length, which is going to be 700, and then think about how I can break them into 3, which is going to be like 230 apiece. Goddamn Loch Ness Monster. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Recently found a Sears house catalog in Century Homes. It's cool to see. It's cool to, like, be able to recognize Sears houses. Because there's one on my drive to work. Drive to work. I don't drive to work. There's one on my drive to the Providence Northern that I will notice occasionally and go, oh, look, there's the Sears house. But, okay. And then we'll go 230 from here. And we're going to fit 2 blocks in the space of 3. At least we're going to fix the roads and go from there. I honestly am starting to feel like I'm going to fall over. So that's something that's probably going to spell an end to the stream sooner rather than later, but at least I got to tell everyone that batch 4 of the trading cards are now on sale, and you should check them out on the website. Okay, we're going to have to blow up this intersection. We're also probably going to have to blow up this intersection, but at least it's not connected to anything. Question, what am I going to spend the rest of my night doing? Ellis, don't die. Yeah, no. What I'm going to spend the rest of my night doing is looking at the website. Oh, you know what? No, I've got to... I have to make the announcements, right? I have to make the announcement on the website and the announcement on the Discord. I also, while doing that, I'm probably going to point to the thread because I assume there are some new trading card buyers. Yeah, no, trust me, I'm overhydrating. Well, not overhydrating, but I'm the poster child for drink a lot of water. But you're right. You know, I shouldn't be going against you here. I should be saying that, listen to this man Orion, if you don't feel well, drink water. It's the best thing you can do. Um, but, I went to the supermarket earlier today. I put on a mask because I don't know if it's like allergies or, I have like a very mild cold that I picked up on the train or in Philly or on the subway in New York or something. Maybe I got a cold. I caught a cold directly from the battleship New Jersey. Um, uh, yeah, they went downhill because of the usual racisms. Uh, don't forget, it was racism and also a bunch of other things that really just boil down to racism. Um, let's put that there. Come on, work with me. Uh, nope, scoot it over just a little bit more. Okay. I tested Battleship's keel and all I got was this cold. Yeah, I mean, truth though. Definitely very cool, surreal. Would do again. Maybe not for that price, but I would do again. Um, I didn't do the high price tour. I did see. Shoot, his name is escaping me because my mind is fried. The curator, Ryan. My my dad also was doing his usual. Uh-oh. You know, oh, what happened? Uh, if anyone's ever seen Steven Universe, and there's the bit about the old Universe charm, where Steven's dad is like he already rizzed up one diamond, who's basically a god, and then was like fully ready to go and rizz up at least one, if not two more. Um, who, for the record, spoilers for Steven Universe, that diamond uh, died indirectly due to the results of coitus. Uh, but I don't think that's what his intention was. Uh, the point is, my dad is sort of like that in real life. I don't really know. Like, I never noticed it before, and then I was at my grandmother's funeral, and a whole bunch of my mom's like childhood friends started just like my dad walked in the room and they all lit up and like went and surrounded him and all wanted to talk to him and like invite him to their lake house party and this, that, and the other. And I was like, whoa. Like, I never noticed that my dad was the Rizzler. Uh, but apparently the man's got game. Um, okay, hold on. Let's go back to Surveyor Classic. And he doesn't know, he does not have a van to drive into your heart. He has several motorcycles in various states of disassembly. That's what he has. Um, he has a bit of a problem. Um, but I'm sure if he had a van, he would be driving it into Hearts. Yeah, see, that looks better. Look at the high aspect ratio blocks, though. I know I keep saying that, but come on, look at them. Um, my wrists are also killing me. Like, my whole body's aching because I'm under the weather. Which I started to attribute just to the weather, but honestly, it is definitely more than that. Um, Orion, don't wrestle with a pig. You both get dirty and the pig likes it. Or don't argue with fools. They'll drag you to their level and beat you with experience. That's my only advice. Uh, Alright, so we're going to have to space out two intersections here. Which, yeah. I don't love the way that's... I mean, okay, if I'm going to put businesses here, though... Excuse me. If I'm going to put businesses here, I could actually back this road back up to here and sort of tighten up the high aspect ratio blocks, as I mentioned. Um, the best disengagement is not doing it. That's I can't. I'm not gonna not be snarky about this. I apologize, but like it's not like just don't just it's better for everyone. Uh, if someone says something dumb, it's entertaining to say something even dumber that still proves your point. You guys. Although I will say, not that I indulge particularly, but I will say that there are there are my preferred fun versions of that. Um, like, my favorite version of the, like Bush did 9/11 conspiracy, right? Or is just that, or that 9/11 is an inside job or hoax or whatever. Is that yeah, it is a hoax. The towers were never real to begin with. Like the twin towers didn't exist. It's it's made up by the government. Like there was never a 9/11 like incident because there were never twin towers, and you can't prove to me otherwise. Um, I had a really fun one about the moon, and I can't remember what it was. Uh, you believe in the moon? Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one. Or like, yeah, the moon is made of cheese. That's classic. Uh, One of the favorite ones, and this is taken straight from XKCD, is like the combining theories. It's like, yeah, jet fuel can't melt steel beams, but remember that the planes are loaded with all the stuff for chemtrails. Uh, and who knows what that burns at? Like that must burn way hotter, right? Um, so it just makes things worse. But it's funny to sort of think about. It's something that I really really like. Don't do it. Like it's not good. It makes things worse for everyone. Um, all right, I am gonna put like roads around this pond here, and I think I'm going to cut one of these blocks in half, or at least I'm going to cut it in half as a paved road and then cut it in half as an unpaved road further down. Further down, let's meet the newest senator from New York. Okay, actually, oh, shoot. Um, will there be any trains on static display? So I'm trying to avoid that, and I can't exactly tell you why. Mostly, if I had to say anything, it would probably be because I don't want to make. Yeah, I saw this block in half. It'd be because I don't want to make a um, like a drivable thing that isn't. Um, should I extend this all the way to here? Yeah, but probably not as a thing. I'm gonna have to change that to a gravel road for a lot of that. In fact, maybe I'll make the whole thing a gravel road. Let's do that. Give me this. Replace spline with selected asset. That's probably better. Uh, new CPKC livery looks like the AVWR livery just moved back aft. That's a funny one. I never noticed that. I can totally see it though. Um, Also, I've never heard someone use aft with steam locomotive, or sorry, locomotives, but whatever. It's aft. I know what you mean. Um, AVWR, but worse. I mean, honestly, that's mostly because the AVWR is a genuinely good scheme. Like seriously, it's not bad. Um, uh, Replace spline with selected asset. Okay, let's do that. Um, Ellis, how did you not? That was my first thought. I guess I just don't look at that scheme enough. My first thought when seeing it was like, oh yeah, wasn't there a poll about this? That was my first thought. Um, it goes hard for no reason. Honestly, though, with that movie, if they didn't have a scheme that went hard, it'd be really disappointing, right? Like there are not a ton of redeeming qualities in that movie, and one of them is the paint scheme. Um, okay. Let's insert spline point. Insert spline point. I just totally like, woo, ran out of energy really quick. We'll have to get these on the ground when I can. Sure, Wall Street thinks you're great. You'll always be adored by the things you create, but upstate, people think you're crooked. The Skylar seat was up for grabs, so I took it. Insert spline point here. The old chessy system. That's interesting for their sort of corporate. You know, they're not totally as one. But honestly, see, here's the thing. I've always thought nothing ill about the Canadian Pacific scheme that's just all red. Because I think it's fine. Like, it's not bad. It's not very exciting in terms of sort of detail. It's not very bold like that. Like, it's not the new Ferromex scheme, right? Which is like a Tron tube of toothpaste, right? But it's still just like here to make a statement. It's like, yeah, we're gonna paint the locomotive all red. What are you gonna do about it? Okay. You know what? I think I'll actually, for simplicity's sake, I'm gonna cut this back to there, and I'm gonna bring this forward to here. Oh, it connected. That's not what I wanted to do. Is the toothpaste one only for FEC? Well, whatever. You know the one. Grupo Mexico. Excuse me. I'm still out of water. Okay. CB rail system with the tri-flag instead of the U.S.-Canada flag. Adding the multi-mark can be debated. I don't know. I'm not, I'm not upset about what they've got going on right now. I'm not usually upset about paint schemes. There aren't very many paint schemes that I do not like. Although, Mew, I apologize. One of the paint schemes I do not like is the New Haven's green and yellow. Green and gold. Also, I don't like it when Canadian National did the same thing. I don't think green and gold is a particularly good color combination most of the time, and that's not one of the times. Yeah, I know I'm chum. Listen, I like the McGinnis scheme, like, on its own merits. I think it looks great, and I just don't like green and gold. UP's new flag livery. Didn't they get rid of the flag? Wasn't there a whole thing about that? Okay, grab this. I actually want the one with... Go up this one. I'm gonna get it wrong way. Oh, I'm chum now, apparently. I mean, I don't blame you. The McGinnis scheme is kind of overrated. It's circle jerked enough, right? Oh, the McGinnis scheme. Oh, the McGinnis scheme. And, like, I get it, but at the same time, it's like the only good thing the New Haven has, so maybe it's deserved. Like, that paint scheme is practically the legacy of the largest railroad in southern... Like, not even the largest railroad in southern New England. Practically speaking, the only railroad in southern New England. The orange and green is fine. Nothing against the orange and green. Like, they owned my whole state. I need to find something to like about them, and it's not the green. Their eclectic bunch of locomotives also doesn't help. Although, honestly, I gained a minor appreciation for Southern valve gear because of that one American type they remade with Southern valve gear. Why did they do that? I don't know. But, I feel like they maybe figured... Well, actually, I do know why. It's because they couldn't fit wall shirts and they were refitting from Stevenson. There was a rationale for that dumb class of locomotives. I think it was the A1A class of Americans. But Ellis, they were green. That's true. New Jersey had... It's not New Jersey. New Haven had electric freight. They were ahead of the curve like that. But they didn't even want to do that, is the problem. They didn't want to do the electric freight. They let the jets go to pot because they didn't want... Which is appropriate for something called the jets, but whatever. They just didn't want to deal with maintaining the wires, and so they thought they could get out of it by doing the classic, oh, I guess we just won't maintain this. Oh no, it's broken. I guess we'll have to use diesels now. Which, screw them for that. But again, the New Haven, they deserve a lot of loathing. I thought that was mainly McGinnis who wanted to take the wires. Yeah, yeah, it's McGinnis. I don't care who it is. It's all the New Haven. Oh shoot! Did I remove a? I removed a road. Oops. Did I remove a road? No. This is not. This is gravel. It's gravel. Okay. That's fine. It's not supposed to be road. Yeah, I mean, McGinnis coming in and ruining stuff is just the story of McGinnis. Like, that's how he operates. He almost got to the B&M before they put him in jail. Well, he got there. He just didn't get to finish the job. The culture of American railroads, it's so insane, it's self-defeating and hostile. Yeah, on like every level, all the way from the foamers up. Oh, man. Also, I carried an effing heavy backpack for 2 days on that trip, and my shoulders are... Ugh. Yeah, I mean, when all you care about is line go up, it's not going to go well. Yeah. It's the fault of stock buybacks. I don't actually think that's necessarily true, but I was reading about the introduction of stock buybacks, and I went, damn, they really just gave these major companies a way to do anything other than invest in their physical plant or their workers or whatever. Like, they found a way to directly turn money into line go up with no middleman, and that should be cheating. Meanwhile, in Europe, they didn't get cab stock until like 1900. I mean, that's a fair point. That's a fair point. But they were built different. They were built different. They could, they were out there surviving and thriving without cabs. God, I seldom think of that. We die like men, yeah. Why do I not have a cab on my steam locomotive? The same reason I bungee jump from my apartment building with rubber bands. Because I am man. It's just... It's inane. It's like, why did you not consider putting a cab on your locomotive? And the reason is, because it's effing Europe. And for most of the, for a good portion of Europe, the weather just doesn't get that bad. Like I bet in the south of France, they were like, what the hell do we want cabs for? Why would we want this? And I get it. I get the mindset. I get why they wouldn't want the cabs. Yeah, railroads are uniquely insane. Probably something to do with the amount of power they've historically had. Yeah, no kidding. So the locomotive cab was a defense for locomotives while fighting the outlaws and hostile natives out west. I mean, maybe, but a cab ain't gonna stop, the cab ain't gonna stop much. Maybe it'll stop an arrow. But, if you're worried about uppity Native Americans, you're probably better off just sort of trying to deal with them instead of, what I should say is if you're worried about uppity Native Americans, they get guns pretty fast. I feel like the insanity of the railroads, as Mason is pointing out, is directly related to the fact that, they were given the keys to, and I mean, sort of by consequence, there's no other way it could have gone about, given the keys to the thing that was revolutionizing the world in a way that literally nothing ever had. Like, possibly including the wheel, right? Like, the domestication of animals is probably up there. But, the wheel, writing, domestication of animals and plants and, learning to farm and stuff, and figuring out that you can put wheels on steel rails and go a long way. But mostly steam. Mostly power, right? Mostly being able to make kinetic energy out of chemical potential energy. Oh. And that is something that was, busy revolutionizing the world in a way that no one had ever seen before. And the thing that set the railroads apart from the railroads apart from like the shipping companies, from like steamships and stuff, is that anyone can use the water, right? Um, How in Europe they didn't care about ease of maintenance, they wanted efficiency and space power and everything else. Screw you, shop crew, we want locomotive that can pull God's teeth out. I mean, I feel like that's a running joke in more than Europe, right? Uh, the locomotives that can pull God's teeth out are far from exclusive to the European continent. But I get what you're saying. They had constraints that were relatively unique, especially in the UK, but elsewhere in Europe as well, because you've got the unique problem of trying to put railroads where the people already are. Um, and it's a question of, okay, we need to figure out how to get the locomotive to fit, and that's priority number one. It's about energy density. It's not even necessarily figuring out that you can pull God's teeth out. It's what's the smallest thing that can pull a tooth. Okay. I could pull it with a Santa Fe and said bet. Well, that's the thing. It's like in the U.S. or in the Americas. Hi, baby. Dinner? You need me to make the pierogies? You made the pierogies?
Yep.
Oh.
I
Really?
Yep.
Oh, just like in the same oil?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm excited. I'm excited. I want these deep fried pierogies. Um, Railroads, yeah, no, and that's railroads have this unique ability in the U.S. because they just owned the place. They were just like, no, this is ours now. Like the government was just handing out land to them. Um, and American locomotives are underpowered for their size. I agree. They're still more powerful than most of their counterparts across the globe, except for some places in like the Soviet Union and areas where they really really needed really really big chooches. But for the most part, pound for pound, you're going to have some pretty good European locomotives because they didn't have a choice. Um, because they had to make a locomotive that fit in a small box. Um, oh God, the Beast of Belgium. Well, let's not talk about the Beast of Belgium. Um, I'm wanting to call it like the Leopold class because of just the Leopold arrangement, just because of how bad it is. Okay, we almost got this area done. I think I'm gonna wrap up, here pretty soon. I like the Beast of Belgium. Well, 28X locomotives are not a thing in the UK. Yeah, they're rare. Like they're not common overseas. Even though the fact that, well, export locomotive, Mikado. um, there were Mikados in the UK. I mean, the P2 is a Mikado. But I think there was like one experimental like 284. And then, other than that, you're really kind of SOL. Whereas in the U.S., Pacifics and Mikados are just like the mainstay of passenger and freight. Like they are the de facto medium locomotives in my head, and that says something because they're not small. They're not small. Like I pulled out. Let me touch on the trading cards one more time before we wrap up, because but they were built by Baldwin Alco and they were garbage. Damn. Um, uh, Let me touch on one more thing. Just speaking of Alcos, right? And the trading cards, which you can buy batch 4 on sale now at our website, theironhorseman.com. Buy trading cards. It's called Into the Woods. It's 17 locomotives that served logging railroads. G. Locomotive G. This, by the way, and I will pull up the big cam again for this, so I'll talk about the trading cards for just a second. Pull up the big cam. Big me. Engine G. This is an identical twin to Valley Railroad 97. the consolidation at the Valley Railroad that lives in the shop. And this thing, and I had to double check because I wasn't sure, but it's because it's kind of small and has a low boiler pressure. This guy, Alco Cook, built 1923, makes 26,918 pounds of tractive effort. It's kind of sad. That's kind of sad. That's not a lot. I should look at the other consolidations we have in trading card form, and it's just little. Like, it'll probably do well in some smaller lineups. Probably do decently in some of the loco game types that have smaller or some of the loco dome smaller weight classes. Yeah, the Reading D11s are comparable.
Hi, everybody.
I put the things back in my thing. And scale 266T1. I don't know. You can't find one? They don't make them? Kit Bash one.
I don't make them like they used to.
I don't make them like they used to anymore.
Oh, my knees.
I should run a train through here just to get a feel for it, because I've got scenery almost all the way from here to the yard. Like, this is missing, but whatever. This area, no, I haven't showed the people the dog. This area is going to be run the Ingalls, yeah. The boatmobile. This area is going to be one of my next targets, I think. But this,
Sorry.
Thank you. Thanks for licking my eyeball, my eye socket. But I'm not going to be running anything today. The next time I probably run something is after we're done with this and I have the eye portals and AI set up. But yeah, we'll wrap it up. Beast of Belgium, Belgian quadruplex. Oh, I hate it because it's just yikes. Like, I respect its existence, but it is yikes. Yep. See you this weekend. Buy trading cards. And hopefully, I feel better by the weekend. If not, you'll see me at the PN with a mask on, because I don't want to get anybody else sick. Especially the old guys. I just bought a giant box of masks. It was on, like, the clearance shelf at Stop and Shop. Anyway. This is the Admiral sign.